Awesome Yahoo is on my reef. So I came next door to another reef. First cast, fish. Marking all kinds of fish. So maybe it ain't all bad that he... Ooh. Look at the thing, there's 2 or 3 more down there. Let's get this guy in. Nice big one. Here's what I'm using, swimming ribster. Been marking a lot of fish, but they're not being real hungry. But I went to a spoon. First cast I got one on a spoon. Nice one too. Got another one on the spoon. This might be something different this time. Pikey. Kind of figured it didn't act the same. I got a leader on here, so no big deal. Ooh, there's fish under the boat too. Look at there. Look at this, and I can't get a bite. I'm jigging right in the middle of all that. Had one little peck. Now they left. Yeah. Well, I'm going from one spot to another, so I'm dragging a big heavy 5-inch swim bait while I'm moving. One latched on. There we go. He's a fishy one. He didn't bring any buddies over here with him, just some bait. On a swimming ribster again. No, this is not a swimming ribster. This is a 5-inch. I don't even know who made it. 5-inch swimming bait. Sticking with the big swim bait on a 1/2 ounce, just so I can cover ground faster. A lot of fish, they're not very many biters. Little guy here, about 15, 16 inches. Yeah, about 16. I thought I was getting bites and I kept missing them. Let's see how big he is. 16 and a half. Well, I'm on the tip of this point. And I got a good one. It's bass, it's a beauty. Whoa! Dropped the rod, trying to hold a stupid camera. Another pike. Went back to Old Faithful and they're fussy. 1/8 ounce jig head and small fluke. First cast was I got one again. Nice bass. They're pretty well fine. Someone knit him. There's a nice 3-pounder. I had some bites on that big fluke when I first got here, on that big swim bait, but they wouldn't. They're just pecking at it. So I went to this. So well, second cast with the fluke. just barely pecking it. And there's no wind, so I can tell pretty good. Another bass. That's fish number 9. Only been out a couple hours, so doing pretty good. That guy left my spot, so I came over here. Now this one, I threw it out and I let it go to the bottom, and I was goofing around looking for lures, and it was sitting on the bottom. As soon as I moved it off the bottom, one nailed it. Feels pretty good too. Big old bass. Must have been sitting there watching it on the bottom, waiting for it to try to get away. I want to see this one. Being staying under the boat. Oh, nice bass, yeah. Probably the biggest one of the day there. 3.5 maybe. Oh, we got buddies underneath too. Got some on the bottom here. Well, same thing. I threw my old lure up and was messing around tying that new lure on a different rod. As soon as I moved it, boom. It's going to be an awful long wait between casts if I got to do that every fish. Another nice bass. Can't complain. I guess if I got to wait 5 minutes between casts, I will. There's a little bitty fluke. The trouble with these flukes is you can see my line. One cast and it's already messed up. I had it nice and straight, and these stupid little flukes, they spin like crazy when you move them. Look at that. Let it untwist a little bit. I'm going to use my other lure, it won't twist. This is ridiculous here. Look at that. Was that about 100 times around? Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna fish with something different that don't twist. I'll go with a grubster on a 1/4 ounce. Little bitty Walker. Well, I put this 1/4 ounce head on that won't spin on a Walker City grubster in first cast. It didn't even get all the way to the bottom when I grabbed it. So I hope to keep biting on this. It's a lot quicker. Fish number 12. Whoa, taking some drag. There's a bruiser. The water's got, it's all nasty on the surface, some kind of algae or something. Today, you guys in Texas will laugh, but I'm sweating like crazy here because it's almost 80 degrees. No long underwear or snowmobile suit today. There we go. Look at that. And that little grubster. Put him back. No line twist. Well, a little bit, but not much. I'm marking a whole bunch of fish. I'm gonna try catching one right under the boat here. There's the bottom. I suppose he won't bite now that I got the camera going. Nope. gonna have to cast out.
Well, you're not going to believe it, but I did not catch one on this 6th cast, but the very next cast, this one bit 3 times. I missed it. Look at that. He won't let me bring him up. Here he comes.
Now you can get up. Don't bother me. This is 15 fish so far, but I'm getting a bite every cast now. Jackpot, about time.
Number 16. I missed 2 casts though, I didn't catch one. So I'm starting a new string here. Man. Right next to the boat. We'll dip him up. Get back out there. Today I've had very few fall off, where the other day, 4 out of 5 of them, I'd hook them, get them in part way, then they'd fall off. But today they're all pretty much staying hooked up when you hook them. You got a little odd coloring there in his tummy.
Well, same thing. I threw my lure up and was messing around tying that new lure on a different rod. As soon as I moved it, boom. It's going to be an awful long wait between casts if I got to do that every fish. Another nice bass. Can't complain. I guess if I got to wait 5 minutes between casts, I will.
There's a little bitty fluke. Trouble with these flukes is you can see my line. 1 cast and it's already messed up. I had it nice and straight, and these stupid little flukes, they spin like crazy when you move them. Look at that. Let it untwist a little bit. I'm going to use my other lure, it won't twist. This is ridiculous here. Look at that. Was that about 100 times around? Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna fish with something different that don't twist. I'll go with a grubster on a 1/4 ounce. Little bitty Lunker. Well, I put this 1/4 ounce head on that won't spin on a Lunker City grubster in first cast. I'm still getting a bite on every cast. This is fish 23 coming in. Nice job. Dandy too. I went back to my light fluke, mainly because it bit the tail off the grubster. And this was already rigged up, and I said I'm not going to put it down until I don't catch a fish on it. I caught at least 5 in a row on this thing. It's just twisted my line. Something terrible. I haven't had a day like this for a while where I just sit here and pound them one after the other. It sure is nice when you get them though. Another beauty there. Well, I guess I can try my other thing now since he bit the tail off of my fluke. I got no fluke left at all. Another handsome fish there, boy. Look at that. Another 17-incher or so. I'm on fish 27. He's really pulling hard. This will be interesting to see what it is. Another pike. Should have known. Oh, good. Got it shook off. Slow down a little bit. I got to make about 5 casts to get a bite now. This is fish 30 coming in. Control him over there. My favorite. Big bass. Fish number, about 4 hours of fishing. Well, I moved out in the deeper water and thrown into shallow instead of before I was doing it the other way around. And I put on, I've been dipping on little stuff and they quit, so I went back to big old swim bait. Oh no, spoon, I'm sorry. I thought I had the swim bait now. Big old spoon, that's even better. Don't miss very many on that. Look at that Parker. Another 3.5 pounder. Get him off, let him go. Well, I got fussy again, so I went to my little spoon. First cast, they were pecking at it all the way down. I finally hooked them. When it was dropping, they were pecking at it. I don't think it's real big, but it's fish. Number 34 for the day. We got little bitty bass on that little spoon. I missed this fish 4 times, and they already had bit the tail off, so there was hardly anything left on the jig head. He kept biting. Finally got caught. I'll show you that lure. It was a swimming, no, it was a ribster. Grubster. It was a grubster, but now it's just a grub. That's fish 35. See, they bit the tail off, but they're still biting on some of them. They're absolutely eating up this grubster without the tail. I noticed before, well, they're not running as big though either, but there was just a ton of little minnows in here. In the screen all day long there's been fish under the boat, and I think a lot of them are these smaller bass, but I don't care. This is fish 37.